The calm before the storm is officially over because every decision made now is pushing MTEX closer to a point of no return. What looked like controlled chaos a few episodes ago has now turned into a dangerous game where emotions are outweighing logic, and one wrong move could collapse everything Cammy is trying to protect. Episode 8 was not just another build-up episode, it was a warning. A warning that the cracks inside MTX are getting deeper, that the wrong people are gaining influence, and that the cost of blind hope may soon be paid in full. At the centre of everything once again is Cammy, and episode 8 made it painfully clear that she is no longer operating from a place of balance. This episode was not about power plays or dramatic confrontations. It was about pressure. The kind of pressure that slowly breaks a person from the inside. Cammy is carrying far more than just the responsibility of running MTEX. She is carrying grief, guilt, debt, and the weight of a legacy that refuses to let her rest. The moment where she reacts so strongly to a stranger touching her face is not random or exaggerated. It is a sign that her emotional defences are gone. She is exhausted, overwhelmed, and constantly on edge. Losing her husband did not just leave an emotional hole, it left her alone in a battlefield where every decision feels like life or death. She works endlessly to honour Monty's name, yet every step forward reminds her of the debts he left behind. This emotional conflict explains why Cammy is now making decisions that feel rushed, risky, and deeply flawed. Her approval of the gas extraction plan with only a 10% chance of success perfectly captures her current state of mind. This is not a calculated business move. This is desperation disguised as courage. Cammy is no longer choosing the best option. She is choosing the option that promises the fastest escape from drowning. Rebecca and Tommy offer alternatives that are clearly safer and smarter, but Cammy barely listens. If a plan has even the smallest chance of saving MTEX and protecting Monty's legacy, she is willing to gamble everything on it. That mindset is dangerous because it makes her predictable, and predictability is exactly what predators wait for. The episode quietly shows us that Cammy is approving ideas without fully questioning them, trusting people too quickly and ignoring red flags she would never have ignored before. This is not because she is weak, it is because she is emotionally trapped. What makes this even more terrifying is the presence of Galeno, who is watching all of this with patience and precision. Cammy believes she is making bold moves to save MTEX, but in reality, she is slowly walking into a situation where every outcome benefits someone else. The more pressure she feels, the easier she becomes to manipulate. Episode 8 does not show Cammy failing yet, but it clearly shows the path toward that failure being built step by step. Every rushed approval, every ignored warning, and every emotional reaction is tightening the trap around her. And the most disturbing part is that she still believes she is in control. While Cammy is drowning in pressure, Galeno is doing the exact opposite. He is calm, calculated, and always several steps ahead of everyone else. Episode 8 quietly confirms that Galeno is not just a dangerous figure from the cartel world, but an exceptionally intelligent businessman who understands timing better than anyone in the room. The revelation that he invested in Cammy while simultaneously acquiring MTEX's royalties changes the entire power structure of the story. This was not a backup plan. This was the plan from the beginning. No matter how the gas operation turns out, Galeno wins. If MTEX succeeds against all odds, Galeno immediately gets his return. If it fails, MTEX sinks deeper into debt and Galeno gains the leverage to take control. It is a flawless strategy built on patience rather than force. What makes Galeno even more dangerous is that he never pressures Cammy openly. He lets her believe every decision is her own. He listens, agrees, and positions himself as a solution rather than a threat. This is why Cammy never sees him as an enemy. He does not behave like one, and that is exactly how he manages to stay invisible while tightening his grip. When he speaks to Tommy, his lack of fear about the investment failing feels strange at first, but once the royalties are revealed, everything makes sense. Galeno is not gambling, he is collecting outcomes. There is also growing evidence that Galeno's influence inside MTEX goes deeper than financial agreements. Charlie's role is becoming increasingly suspicious, especially in how smoothly he guides conversations and subtly pushes ideas without drawing attention to himself. Charlie never argues, he never demands, he simply nudges people in the right direction and lets them believe they reach the conclusion on their own. His growing distance from Rebecca is not accidental either. It allows him to operate freely while still maintaining her trust through carefully chosen words and calm logic. Charlie understands people, and that ability makes him more valuable than any contract Galeno could sign. Because of this, it's hard to imagine anyone uncovering Galeno's full strategy anytime soon. Everything he has built is layered, quiet and protected by the very chaos Cammy is creating through her emotional decisions. The system is designed to collapse naturally without anyone realising they were guided toward that collapse. And as long as the gas operation hangs on that fragile 10% chance, Galeno has no reason to intervene. He can simply watch, wait, and let MTX drift closer to the outcome he already